In my line of work, I am so often asked how a woman can choose the right husband. And so in order not to have to answer this over and over again, I thought I would answer it once and for all. When I first introduced William to Kate, I said Willy Billy, because that's what his closest friends call him. I said Willy Billy, Billy, Billstar, Billtastic. It's the 21st century. It is not okay to marry your cousins anymore. Everyone's starting to look a little toothy. The family's getting a little too close. It's time for some new blood. So as with the recent modern practices of the royal family, rule number 1 in choosing the correct husband is to ensure you are not related. When I finished school, Mummy and Daddy thought it would be a grand idea if I found myself a nice, sensible Russian billionaire for a husband. After all, he would already own an empty house in London, with 10 bedrooms, an underground pool, and room for my pony. So the transition to being his wife would be smooth and effortless and would not affect my delicate sensibilities. So rule number 2 for finding the perfect husband: ensure that the transition to being his wife will be smooth and effortless for you. Rule number 3, and I cannot stress this enough: ensure that his parents are old. Not in the best of health, on the way out of this mortal coil. Shuffling, so to speak. Now, of course, this rule only applies to old-moneyed families and those still waiting for their share of the family fortune. How? Because let's face it, ladies, the nouveau riche are so gauche. When Katie first told me she was going to marry Russell, I told her that if she wants a man who acts infantile outside of the bedroom and insists on being a man-child, then the likelihood that the marriage will last is small. Unless, of course, you want a giant baby as a husband. Whatever works for you, darling. And as we know, it didn't work out for her. So rule number 4 is to ensure the man wants a wife, not a sexy surrogate mother figure. And finally, rule number 5, ensure that he can afford to support you. Now, ladies, there really is only one way to do this, because although he could simply tell you what his net worth is, actions speak louder than words. So to ensure you are choosing the right husband, you must ensure that the following has been met. He has invested in expensive jewellery for you that you don't ever have to give back. Make sure there's a contract. He has bought you at least 3 designer handbags. He encourages you to take his credit card and go on shopping sprees at Harrods. He has bought you a car, preferably a Rolls-Royce, Aston Martin, or Great British Land Rover. And he has taken you on several overseas holidays to destinations such as the Maldives, Tahiti, Paris, or Jeff Bezos' secret billionaire playground in the Indian Ocean. And if he doesn't have the clout for that, then at least something owned by Richard Branson. So there you have it, ladies. 5 ways to ensure you choose the correct husband. However, Please remember that if you choose wrong, you can always upgrade until you're 25. For more priceless pearls of wisdom from myself, India Anushka Imogen Beaumont, please press subscribe now. And please like and share this video so that I may help as many women as possible marry nice, sensible billionaires.